Alright, today we're going to be rounding to the tens place. So I've got my number here is going to be 54. What we want to notice is which one is in the tens place. The 5 is in the tens place. So we're going to use that as our first benchmark. I'm going to go ahead and put down 50 as that first benchmark. And we have to know these terms, those ends are called benchmarks. So of course the next 10 will be 60, so that will be our next benchmark. So what's really important is that we need that midpoint. Midpoint is halfway between there, and anything from the midpoint on will be rounded up. Anything below the midpoint will be rounded down. So if we take a look at this, I can see that 54 falls right about here in my number line, which means I will round down to 50. Alright, our next number is going to be 65. I notice that the 6 is in the tens place. That'll be my first benchmark, 60. Let's read 65. And 70 would be my next. My midpoint would be 65, of course. And anything from the midpoint onward will be rounded up. So I notice that 65 is on the midpoint, so I'm going to have to round that up to a 70. Alright, if we notice in this next number, we're still rounding to the tens, but this time we're at 233. The 3 is in the tens place, so that's going to be 230. And of course the next group of 10 will be 240. So our midpoint between those two will be 235. And then we're going to go ahead and place that 233 on our timeline to see where it falls. And it does fall to the left of the midpoint, which means I will be rounding down to 230. Alright, we're rounding down to the 10 still. Our number is 487. I can see that the 8 is in the tens place. That'll be our first benchmark, 480. And of course plus 10 will be 490. Our midpoint is 485, and we're going to see where does 487 fall on that number line. It falls to the right of the midpoint, which means we will round up to 490.